Welcome to another episode of Sermon Highlights. I want to thank you for joining us today. My name is Omar Newell. I'm the first elder here at the Shiloh Seventh-day Adventist Church, and I have our pastor here with us as well, Dr. Harold Thomas III. And today our message was brought to us virtually, and because of that, the preacher is not here. So I'm going to ask you just to share with us a few highlights, a few takeaways from what that was said in the message itself.
Thank you, Elder, and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Our message today came from South Korea with Pastor Navy Chaplain Dr. Andrew Francis. 14 hours ahead of us, so while we're celebrating the Sabbath here, it was Sunday morning, early Sunday morning.
Oh, wow.
But yet he was up at 2 or 3 o'clock his time to present the word, and he brought a word today entitled, "That's Enough," as part of our Black History Program Empowerment Sabbath. And so Dr. Francis brought a word today about that's enough. He compared and he drew history highlights from how long we've dealt with so many items, and they're still here now. Voting rights issue, equality in education, institutional racism. How long will we go on? And he's crying out, that's enough. And how do we move from that's enough cry to action? I believe was part of his message. He says there's always going to be inequalities that we're going to face and discrimination that we're going to face. But he brought a key point, is that spiritual connection of God's grace. God's grace is enough. Grace in order to bear what we're doing, we're faced with, but also grace to empower us to move forward. Very relevant word. He expounded on the scriptures for us from many verses in the Bible, but his key text was 2 Corinthians 12 verses 9 and 10, where God proclaims to Paul, "My grace is sufficient." And that's our takeaway for today, that God's grace is sufficient to help you in your grief, your loss, your pain, discrimination, whatever you're facing. He gives you the strength to bear it, but he also gives you the power through his grace to keep pressing on, to fight for justice and equality, and so many things that we face in today's world in preparation for Christ's soon return.
Wow, Pastor, I think that's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough. God's grace is enough. It's sufficient to, especially what we're dealing with now and how we're dealing with life. So I want to thank you for coming back here, and I know you didn't bring the word to us, but you bring the highlights to us and the points that we need to take away from the message today. I want to thank you very much.
Praise the Lord.
you.
Thank you.
All right.
I want to remind everyone, share this video with others, your fans, your family, friends, neighbors, colleagues, anyone. Share this video.
Thank you. And that's enough.
That's enough.
All right. Okay.